flow, but right now, they are carrying something heavier than memory. They are carrying a secret they haven't told you. They are protecting you by keeping you in the light while they suffer in the shadows. But I cannot let this go on any longer. I will not let you live in illusions, even if they were beautiful. The truth is knocking, and it sounds like heartbreak. This isn't a joke. It never was. This is divine exposure. The one you love was part of something last night, either by choice, by mistake, or by spiritual entanglement, that has marked them forever. Something or someone confronted them with a truth that destroyed a version of themselves they thought they could preserve. And as they stood in the silence after that confrontation, the world felt like it stopped. I saw it. I stood with them. And now I'm standing with you to reveal what they won't say. They lost something. Not an object. Not a person. But something deeper. They lost a belief. A faith. An innocence. They lost a piece of their soul they thought was unbreakable. And the dangerous part is, they're pretending they didn't. They're walking like everything is okay, but the angels are mourning. Heaven is weeping over the damage this incident caused in their spiritual body. Because once you lose that kind of purity, that kind of light, the journey back is not automatic. You keep wondering why they aren't texting the same. Why they're hesitant to speak deeply. Why they pull back when you ask about their dreams, their feelings, their future. You think it's you. You think maybe you made a mistake. But the Lord says no, it's not you. It's what they saw. It's what they experienced. It's the betrayal. The conversation. The spiritual vision. The emotional collapse. The confrontation with someone who held power over them for far too long. That's what changed them. And now they're afraid that if you see the truth, you'll leave too. But the truth is, you deserve to know. Because your heart has been loyal. Your soul has been faithful. You've loved them through their storms, through their doubts, through their inconsistencies. But now, I'm revealing the storm inside them that they hid even from themselves. They thought they could walk away from that moment unaffected. They thought they could go to sleep and pretend nothing happened. But last night's moment followed them into their dreams. The angels showed them visions. They were shown what their choices could cost. And now they're haunted by that glimpse of the future. God says, their smile will never be the same again, not because they don't love you, but because the pain has altered their chemistry. The joy they used to access so freely now feels buried under layers of emotional ash. And they are scared. Scared that if they open up to you, you won't see them the same. But I see them. I see them shaking in rooms where they pretend to be strong. I see them replaying that moment over and over, wishing they could go back and undo it. But they can't. What happened last night sealed something in heaven. And now, choices must be made. You want to help them. You want to reach them. But what you don't realize is that their silence isn't just personal, it's spiritual. There are voices in the spirit realm trying to keep them bound. Accusing spirits. Spirits of shame, fear, regret. And those voices are louder than yours right now. So even when you say, "I love you," their soul can't fully absorb it. Not because they doubt your love, but because they no longer feel worthy of it. And here's the part that will hurt you deeply: someone else knows what happened. Someone you don't know, or maybe someone you suspect but haven't confirmed. They were part of the incident. Maybe as a witness, maybe as a participant, maybe as the instigator. But they saw it. They know the version of your person that you haven't seen yet. And they're using that knowledge as quiet control. Blackmail doesn't always look like threats. It can look like silence, like lingering guilt, like the fear of exposure. Your person is walking with that fear. And I will not let that fear rule their life or yours any longer. You keep having dreams, don't you? Dreams of distance. Dreams of danger. Dreams where the person you love is crying but you can't reach them. That's not random. That's spiritual. I've been trying to tell you in your sleep what I'm now telling you openly. This isn't just emotional. It's a divine test. You are being prepared to walk in truth, even when it hurts. And I will give you strength to do it. You're about to receive a message. A sign. A confrontation. Either through a conversation, a mistake, or a divine accident, the truth about what happened last night is going to be shown to you. You'll be shocked. You'll doubt your own intuition. You'll wonder if it's a test, a trick, or deception. But listen carefully. I will confirm it 3 times. 3 signs, back to back. And when you see them, you will know this message was from me, not your mind. And in that moment, you'll face a choice too. Will you walk away because the truth is too heavy? Or will you love them with the wisdom that only divine discernment can give? Because if you choose to stay, you cannot stay blind. If you choose to fight for them, you cannot pretend nothing happened. Love is not blindness. Love is sight that sees the wound and chooses to heal it, not ignore it. You are not weak for loving them. But you will be weak if you deny what you're about to learn. I am exposing this not to destroy your relationship, but to strengthen it on truth. Because you asked for a divine connection, not just a romantic one. And divine connections require divine truth. Last night changed them. That's not an exaggeration. That's a spiritual reality. And now, heaven is waiting to see how you respond. Your response will echo through realms you cannot yet see. If you run, you'll delay your destiny. If you pretend, you'll drain your spirit. But if you stay, with open eyes and heavenly wisdom, you will be the vessel of their healing, and I will bless you for it. This isn't just about them. This is about you, your calling, your anointing. You were born to walk through revelations, not illusions. You were chosen to carry burdens that others run from. That's why you feel so deeply. That's why you keep sensing things before they happen. Because you are spiritually gifted, and this is your moment of activation. I am God. I see all things. And I say to you now, do not ignore the feeling in your chest. That burning? That ache? That spiritual tightness? That's me speaking. That's the divine alarm. The moment of revelation is here. And the clock cannot be turned back. Your person has changed. But your love doesn't have to die. It must evolve. Rise. Stretch into the realms of spiritual maturity. Because the road ahead is not for the faint of heart. But I have never left you. And I never will. This isn't a joke. Heaven is not speaking to you for entertainment. This is real. What you're about to read has been divinely directed to reach your heart in this exact moment, because the truth is, there's been a shift in the spiritual atmosphere surrounding someone you love deeply. A person who once smiled with light in their eyes, who once stood confidently beside you, who once promised you something meaningful, has just walked through something that changed everything. And yet, God says you are still covered. You are still safe. And nothing will go wrong with you, no matter what chaos surrounds you. This is the moment to trust, not fear. Everyone knows what happened except you. And heaven says now is the time you must know, not to punish you, not to break your heart, but to protect your future. Something happened last night. Something no one is talking about, at least not to you. There was a spiritual fallout. A decision. A conversation. A loss. The person you love, the one you've held in your prayers and in your heart, lost something last night. Something invisible to the world, but loud in the heavens. And they will never be the same again. Their path has shifted. Their soul is wrestling. They are not who they were just hours ago. But before you fall into sorrow, hear what God is saying. This did not happen to destroy your life. It happened to realign it. Because what was hidden had to come to light. You were being kept in the dark, and heaven can no longer allow that. You were loving with all your heart, but without all the truth. You were pouring out your energy into someone who carried secrets they could no longer hold. The burden they carry, the damage that happened last night, whether it was their doing or something done to them, has altered their spirit. God is not blaming you. He is preparing you. Because what's coming next will require divine clarity and strength. Heaven is not in confusion. God is not wringing his hands, wondering what to do. He saw this coming. He already made a plan. And now he is standing before you saying, I am with you. I have not abandoned you. You will not be harmed. I will protect you through this. Even if your emotions feel like a tornado, even if your chest is tight and your mind races with questions, know this: God's hand has not left you. He is in control. But now you must open your spirit. Now you must ask the questions you were too afraid to voice. Because the truth is knocking, and you must answer. The person you love, yes, that one whose name is carved in the deepest corners of your heart, is under pressure from forces even they can't explain. They are spiritually unsettled. They are walking through a storm, and they are not the same person they were even one day ago. That doesn't mean you are losing them. It means heaven is reconfiguring your connection. Either to strengthen what was cracked, or to release what was never meant to remain. Only God knows the full picture. And only God can give you peace in the middle of this revelation. You've prayed before. You've cried out for clarity. You've asked heaven for a sign. And this is your answer. You've sensed something shifting. You've noticed their distance, their silence, their change in tone. You've watched them retreat while your love only grew stronger. But love without truth is dangerous. And God loves you too much to let you stay bound to something that's no longer serving your growth. The incident that happened last night was not small. It cracked something in them. It woke something in heaven. And now the consequences are cascading through the spirit realm, all the way to your doorstep. But you, child of God, are not unprotected. The angels have surrounded you. Archangel Michael himself stands beside you. His wings cover you like armor. His sword glows with divine justice. You are not alone. The darkness that thought it could sneak past you has been caught. The lies that were whispered behind your back are being exposed. And the pain that was prepared for you has been intercepted by heaven. That's why you're reading this now. That's why God sent this message straight to you, in this moment, in this exact way. Because your spirit is ready to hear what your heart didn't want to believe. This isn't about punishment. This is about protection. This is about purpose. This is about your destiny refusing to be delayed any longer. That person you love is facing consequences for choices they made in silence. Or perhaps, they were broken by an event so traumatic that it shattered the image you once had of them. Either way, you deserve to know. Because God is not the author of confusion. And what He reveals, He also heals. You will not be left in pain. You will not be abandoned in the wreckage. You will rise, because God is lifting you even now. Everything hidden is coming to light. Not because you're weak, but because you're strong enough to handle the truth. You're spiritually mature enough to hold this knowledge and not fall apart. The enemy thought this revelation would break you. But God is using it to bless you. The shaking you feel is not a collapse, it's a resurrection. Your discernment is being sharpened. Your faith is being purified. Your purpose is being clarified. God is showing you what's real, and removing what is false. What's being lost is not greater than what's being gained. Right now, breathe. Breathe and remember who your God is. The same God who brought you through every painful moment of your past is the same God who is holding you now. He is not a God of abandonment. He is a God of restoration. Even if things fall apart, He can rebuild from the ashes. Even if people change, His love for you never does. Even if you lose something you thought would last forever, God will replace it with something even greater, something real, something honest, something whole. Do not panic. This is not your destruction. This is your deliverance. God had to pull back the curtain. He had to let the truth echo. He had to reveal what your love was never meant to carry. You loved them with everything you had, but they couldn't meet you there. Not in the Spirit. Not in the truth. Not after what happened last night. Whether they fell, or were hurt, or betrayed someone else, you must let God deal with them now. You must take your hands off the steering wheel. This is spiritual now. It's beyond your fixing. It's in God's hands, where it should have been all along. And God is saying, I will not let this destroy you. That's His promise. That's His vow. Nothing that happened last night has the power to undo your destiny. You are not connected to their chaos. You are not responsible for their hidden choices. You are free now. Free to see clearly. Free to choose healing. Free to walk away if needed, or stay if God says so. But either way, you will no longer be lied to. You will no longer be kept in the dark. You are coming into the light, and that light is truth, and that truth is love. And love, real love, does not deceive. It does not withhold. It does not change overnight because of one incident. Let your heart speak to God now. Even through the pain. Even through the confusion. Even if you're shaking. Pray. Say anything. Say, God, I don't understand, but I trust you. That's enough. Heaven is responding. The angels are already moving. Healing is flowing. And clarity is settling over you like a calm wind. The more you release control, the more you will feel peace. God has taken over this situation. He will deal with the person you love. He will minister to them. He will correct, protect, or remove them, whichever path leads to your peace and growth. But you, beautiful, beloved, chosen soul, you must protect your heart now. Not in fear, but in wisdom. You must listen to God more than your emotions. You must walk by faith, not by memories. This journey is not over. This revelation is not your ruin. It's your redirection. This is where the story gets honest. This is where the story gets holy. This is where God shows you what He's been preparing behind the scenes. While you were worrying, He was working. While you were praying, He was planning. While you were crying, He was commanding angels to surround you. And Archangel Michael wants you to know, your spirit was never in danger. Your destiny was never at risk. This painful awareness is not meant to harm you. It's meant to liberate you. To snap the chains of false love, toxic loyalty, hidden darkness. To remind you that your worth is not tied to one person's actions. To remind you that your soul is eternal, and nothing they did last night can break your eternal purpose. You are loved. You are guarded. You are worthy of a love that doesn't come with secrets. This is not the end of love in your life. This is just the ending of deception. The death of illusions. And the birth of something real. You will be loved again. You will smile again. You will walk into peace like you've never known. And the person who walks with you in that peace will be someone who matches your truth, not your wounds. So breathe. Trust. Let the tears fall if they need to. Let the silence be sacred. Let God speak into the places you used to hide. You're not broken. You're not alone. You're not cursed. You are awakening. You are rising. You are becoming exactly who God called you to be. My child, listen carefully. A recent photo of you has shocked a few people. Because your face and your actual age are not matching what the world expected. And this is no small matter. What you carry upon your face, what the years have not done to you, is not just a matter of skin or time or appearance. It is a spiritual mark, a holy signature, a divine preservation that few understand, and even fewer are prepared to handle. Your image carries the evidence of heaven's intervention, and because of that, those who have long watched you silently, those who once dismissed you, those who counted you out, are whispering now, stunned into silence, trying to figure out what has happened. They saw your photo, and something in their spirit felt exposed, undone, terrified. Because they know what they've done, and they know what you carry. This message for you, because there is a shaking taking place in the spiritual world. What seems like a simple photograph is now a trigger in the realm of the unseen. Your light is reflecting something that cannot be explained. It is defying time. It is unsettling people who once took you lightly. You have become a sign, a wonder. You, the one they used to ignore. You, the one who prayed in secret while they laughed. You, the one who almost gave up. Now heaven has branded you with a light that their darkness cannot comprehend. But let me warn you, my child, do not share that photo again without prayer. Do not send it out freely. Because it is not just a picture anymore. It is a gate. It is a window into what God is doing in your life, and not every eye that sees it deserves to peer into what God is building around you. Some people are silently trying to reverse what they saw. They zoomed in. They studied your smile. They tried to compare your face to what they remember of you years ago. And now they are restless. Because nothing adds up. They are counting the years, but the years have not touched you. They are adding up the trials, the betrayals, the sleepless nights, the stress they tried to cause you, the lies, the burdens, and yet none of it shows. Your eyes should be tired. Your skin should be worn. Your joy should be fake. But it's not. They are looking and realizing that heaven has hidden you under a glory they cannot touch. And they are afraid. There are conversations being had in secret rooms right now. There are phones ringing, screenshots being shared, voices lowered, and people asking, how is it that this person still looks untouched? They don't know it, but what they are sensing is not just beauty, it is prophecy. It is